Scott?
Good morning, Don. Good to see you.
Good morning.
I want to talk a little bit about game planning, but not so much players, but what about ballparks? For example, you talk about a place like Wrigley Field where the wind becomes a factor, but not only do you get it at night, but you'll also get it during the day. So do you guys as a manager and a coach try to game plan around the ballpark in as much as your own players? Because you once alluded to the fact that you've only played in our ballpark, 7 times when the roof is open, and does that factor into what you're thinking, coaches, et cetera?
Yeah, I think you prepare, your team just to play, and who you're playing, your opponent, and then as you get into your workouts and stuff like that on the field, you do, like for instance, Boston, you got to kind of go out there and take a few balls off the wall to see how it bounces. Check out the little nooks and crannies of a Wrigley, because it's not just a cookie cutter rounded fence. Everything's the same. There's little cuts and little jut outs down the lines. It's a little tighter. So I think as a player, you prepare for all those. You don't really game plan for those because we don't know what the wind's going to do. You prepare guys to play in the wind, and you ask them to make sure they're checking the wind. Things like that. But you don't actually game plan for the ballpark, but you definitely have to understand what the ballpark is in your area of, defense or offense, what the ball could do.
Well, you do make a great point. Obviously, wind and atmospheric conditions come into play, but certain ballparks, I would think more so because of, wind. I mean, every ballpark plays a little different, but external factors out of your control, but at least you're conscious of those kind of things.
Absolutely. There are ballparks around the league. AT&T is another one that you always know you're going to get some weather and you're going to get some wind, and it's a place you always try to be prepared to deal with.
Thank you.